Oh gosh, this one's so sad.
Okay.
Or I think it is. Am I the asshole for keeping the engagement ring and giving up asking to propose after I proposed in front of my parents and in-laws? It's confusing, but it'll become clear. My 25 female girlfriend, Molly, female 26, for the last 6 months started with a joke that I've already made clear that I don't like. It consists of her saying no quickly to anything I ask. I know it sounds silly, but I ask her to get a glass of water for me and she says no, and after 1 minute, I'm almost getting up and she says she's joking and gets me some water. I ask her to wash the dishes. She says no. I say, I love you. She says no. I ask her to take her clothes. She says no. Everything is joking, and after 30 seconds to 1 minute, she does it, but she is, quote, addicted to doing it. I've already made it clear several times that I don't like it, even more so in the I love you. She's the only person I can say that to, so it's special to me. And there are things that are serious, and I need her to answer seriously. And if she says no to everything jokingly, I can't tell when she's saying a real no. It's already happened. I keep saying this is boring and I don't like it. She stops doing it and then goes back to doing it after a week. After a brief discussion, because she played this prank in front of our friends, me asking, love, can you get me some medicine? And she said no. Kidding. She stopped doing it for 1 month. Yesterday, we welcomed my parents, in-laws, and our 2 best friends to our house. Everyone knew that I was going to propose to her, and I called them because we always plan this proposal with our loved ones attending, participating in this special day. I asked her to marry me, and she said a quick no. And I was so grumpy, panicked, upset. Everyone was looking in shock. For 30 seconds, for her to laugh and say she was joking, finally saying yes. I was so embarrassed and disappointed. I put the ring back in the box and said I'd take it out to cool off. I didn't even let her say anything. She kept texting me, no answering calls, saying it was just a joke and that I knew she always did that. She said that I left a difficult situation in the house because it was very clear that I'd given up on the proposal and did so in front of my parents and in-laws. She stressed that I was making the situation uncomfortable because of a silly joke. Well, I slept in a hotel and I'm still in it. My parents supported me, but my in-laws are calling me an asshole for giving up on proposing, disproportionately humiliating their daughter. I just really think there's time for jokes, and that moment clearly wasn't. She knew I didn't like it and decided to do it anyway. Am I the asshole?
Oof.
So bad.
That's so awkward.
I think I have my thoughts. Do you want to go first? I don't want to sway you.
I agree that there is like a time and a place for jokes.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier in this episode, there are things that fit into situations and there are things that don't fit. And like, I am all for humor and joking. Like, I love that all the time. But I don't know, there's certain moments where you care more about like the sentimentality, and a joke just like ruins that. And it's like, it's just so much more meaningful, especially when someone who's always using humor, when they can like kind of make themselves serious and show their true feelings and emotions in a way that like might make them uncomfortable. It's like, it's like meaningful because it's like, you know, that might be hard for them. I don't know. Like,
yeah, it's almost like more special when someone who's always a jokester says something really sentimental, because you're like, oh, that's out of character, like they must have really meant it.
And like, I don't know these people, and I'm sure like there are proposals and engagements where jokes are very fitting with their personality and maybe the environment and stuff, but like, I don't know, I just think it's in bad taste to make a joke to like one of the most important questions that you could be asked in your life. I think that to leave the situation and go sleep in a hotel is kind of a lot, but like, I'm not there. I'm not in their shoes. So
yeah,
I don't know. That's tough.
I would be so sad, especially since OP expressed how they feel about this. And it seems like they've expressed it multiple times. She's been doing this joke for 6 months. And OP's asked her multiple times to stop, especially when it's something important, like saying I love you. And I feel like her just not changing it is so disrespectful. This makes me think of in high school, I had this situation where I was really close friends with this girl, but for like the first few years of high school, we weren't as close. And then senior year, we got way closer. But in the beginning, we just had this this more like superficial relationship where we always just like joked with each other. You know how when you're in high school, it's these like stupid jokes where you're mean to each other.
Yeah.
And you like think that's entertaining and funny. We would always just be mean to each other, and then we'd like laugh it off. But we almost never had an actual conversation. And like every time we greeted each other, it was with this like stupid joke. And it got to the point where it was so annoying for me because we were getting older and like we were forming a deeper connection, but the jokes didn't stop.
Yeah.
And it annoyed me so much.
It's like, just grow up.
Yeah, exactly. And then I remember there was like friend drama with another girl that was in our friend group. And I remember me and this friend had a conversation and we're like, let's just literally talk about all of our problems because this is like getting ridiculous, this like stupid drama. And we told each other what annoyed each other about the friendship and like where this drama was coming from. And I told her that it annoys me how often we do the like stupid mean jokes. And I'm like, can we just have normal conversations? And she was like, yeah. And then whatever she said to me, I kind of forget what she said to me, but she stopped making those stupid jokes. And our relationship was so much better afterwards. And I'm like, if you said this to your girlfriend and your partner, why can't she just stop it? People are able to stop a joke that other people don't think is funny.
Yeah.
Also, it's not a joke if you're the only person that's laughing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that like idea that when people are just mean and they're like, it's a joke. And it's like, it's not a joke if it's hurting the people that you love.
Yeah.
And it's clearly hurting your girlfriend/fiance. So why are you continuing that?
It's like, it feels like it's a joke that's probably like meaningless to the girl that's doing it, but obviously it has a lot of meaning to OP.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, if it's not that big of a deal, just stop. Because it is a big deal to your partner who you love and who loves you. So like, just stop. And it's like every time you don't stop and you continue doing it, like it definitely is going to sting a little bit more each time, you know?
Yeah.
So to do it during a proposal, that just seems like
I completely
horrible.
agree with what you were saying about the, like, there's a time and a place for certain things, for joking, and some things go together and some things don't. And how I view proposals, the joking doesn't fit. And I just like really wonder if these two people are deeply compatible, if this is affecting OP this much.
Right.
Like if it meant that much to her. I mean, I get that people who spend their lives together have like big, crazy blowout fights. That doesn't mean they're like not meant to be together. But it's just really weird that the girlfriend wasn't able to do this like one thing that OP asked of her. And it's just to stop making this dumb joke that hurts OP during sentimental moments. And it's like, you can't even stop doing that.
Right.
Like, do you care about your girlfriend? I don't know. It would just piss me off so much too.
Same.
So I'm on OP's side for this one. And like moving to a hotel for the night, sure, that might seem dramatic, but you can feel however you want. And if it's going to make you feel better to sleep at a hotel that night, go for it. I don't know the next step though.
I know.
Other than just talking about it again, and if you still want to marry her, working through it together. And if you want to do a new proposal and have it go as planned, that's great. If you want to stay engaged, because she did say yes after 30 seconds of saying no. But if you want to stay engaged and be engaged, that's great too. But this is going to take a lot of open and honest communication to work through.
Yes.
It would make me very sad. I'm going to read the top comment. Not the asshole. Out of all the things that are wrong from her side, one that stands out to me most is that afterwards she still puts the blame on you and does not even apologize. That's such a good point.
Yeah.
Her and her family are still blaming OP. That's sad. If you see that your partner is hurt by something you did, even a joke, any well-adjusted human being would apologize. Agreed. Also, if other people are not laughing, I wouldn't even call it a joke. So true. And you are correct to think that there is a time and place for jokes. Did we write this? I can imagine how hurtful and embarrassing it was to hear the no to your proposal in front of your family. Such a dick move. So true. The overall vote was not the asshole.
Love it.
Me too. Bad.
Yeah. Good luck.
Good luck.